What if I told you that the pain you're feeling right now, the heartbreak, the failure, the disappointment is not your enemy, but your greatest teacher? What if I said the challenges breaking you down are actually building you up? Does that sound impossible to believe? Pause for a moment and ask yourself, how do you view your pain? Do you see it as a curse that holds you back, or as a gift that's pushing you to grow? Pain is a part of life, an unavoidable truth we all face. But here's the secret: most people don't realize the way you respond to pain determines whether it becomes your downfall or your breakthrough. So let me ask you this: are you letting your pain control you, or are you controlling your pain? Pain exists for a reason. It's not here to punish you, it's here to teach you. Think about it, every moment of growth in your life was born out of a struggle. When you were a child learning to walk, you fell countless times. Each fall hurt. But did it stop you? No, because you knew that pain was part of the process. So why, as adults, do we run from pain instead of embracing it? Why do we see it as an obstacle instead of a stepping stone? Here's a question to consider: what is the pain in your life trying to teach you? Maybe it's showing you the strength you didn't know you had. Maybe it's pushing you out of your comfort zone and into the person you were meant to become. Have you ever noticed how diamonds are created? They're formed under intense pressure and heat. Without that pressure, they'd remain just ordinary pieces of coal. So why would you expect your life to be any different? Your pain is your pressure, and it's turning you into something extraordinary. Smiling at the pain doesn't mean pretending it doesn't exist. It doesn't mean denying your struggles or faking happiness. Smiling at the pain is about finding the strength to say, "This hurts, but it will not break me. This is hard, but I will overcome it." It's about seeing your pain as proof that you're alive, that you're fighting, that you're growing. Let me ask you, when was the last time you faced pain and chose to smile? Not out of joy, but out of resilience. Not because the pain was easy, but because you refused to let it defeat you. That smile is your weapon, your shield, your way of telling the world, "I'm still here, and I'm not giving up." Pain is temporary, but the lessons it teaches you last forever. Think about a time in your past when you went through something painful. Maybe it was the loss of a loved one, the end of a relationship, or a failure that left you doubting yourself. At the time, it felt unbearable, didn't it? But now, looking back, can you see how that pain shaped you? Can you see how it made you stronger, wiser, and more resilient? Too many people try to escape their pain. They numb it with distractions, drown it in addictions, or bury it under denial. But no matter how far you run, pain has a way of catching up to you. So ask yourself, are you facing your pain head on, or are you running from it? Running from pain only prolongs it. It doesn't go away, it grows. The more you avoid it, the more it controls you. But when you face your pain, when you look it in the eye and say, "I'm not afraid of you," something incredible happens. You take back your power. You become the master of your pain instead of its victim. Pain is often the push we need to change. It's the wake-up call that forces us to reevaluate our lives, to let go of what no longer serves us, and to strive for something better. Ask yourself, what is the pain in your life pushing you towards? Is it urging you to leave a toxic relationship? To pursue a dream you've been putting off? To become a stronger, better version of yourself? Every great achievement in history was born out of pain. Think of Thomas Edison, who failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Think of Nelson Mandela, who endured 27 years in prison but emerged as a symbol of freedom and forgiveness. These people didn't let their pain define them, they used it as fuel to create something greater. So what about you? How will you use your pain to transform your life? Resilience is the ability to keep going when everything around you is falling apart. It's the strength to stand tall in the storm, to smile even when your heart is breaking. But resilience isn't something you're born with, it's something you build. And pain is the hammer and chisel that shapes it. Ask yourself this: how resilient are you? When life knocks you down, do you stay down or do you get back up? Remember, it's not the number of times you fall that matters, it's the number of times you rise. Each time you get back up, you're proving to yourself and to the world that you're stronger than your pain. Let me tell you a story about a young man who faced unimaginable pain. He lost his parents at a young age, struggled with poverty, and faced rejection after rejection in his career. But instead of giving up, he smiled at the pain. He used it as fuel to work harder, to dream bigger, to push forward when everyone else would have quit. That young man is now one of the most successful and inspirational figures in the world. His name? J.K. Rowling. Now, ask yourself, what story do you want to tell about your own life? When people look at you, do you want them to see someone who gave up, or someone who smiled at the pain and kept moving forward? Pain is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of a new chapter. It's the fire that forges you, the challenge that transforms you. So the next time life brings you to your knees, smile. Smile because you're still here. Smile because every moment of pain is a step closer to your breakthrough. Smile because you are stronger than you think, braver than you believe, and more powerful than you can imagine. Let me leave you with this question: what would happen if you embraced your pain instead of resisting it? What if you saw it as a gift, a lesson, a chance to grow? Would your life look different? Would you become unstoppable? The answer lies within you. The choice is yours. Smile at the pain and watch as it transforms your life.